Hey guys, what goes on? Greetings from Minnesota. My name is JPGRRocks and welcome to my first Redstone video. Today I have something to show you guys, something that I'm actually very proud of. This simple mechanism right here doesn't take up a huge footprint, is a 3-output randomizer. I've only ever seen randomizers that have 2 possible outputs, and I came up with this idea because I wanted to create something that allowed you to work with more than just powers of 2. So, how does it work? Well, it relies on the fact that Minecraft has 3 types of stackable items in the game. There are items that stack to 64, items that stack to 16, and items that don't stack at all. So, I have one of each type of item in the dropper right here, and for those of you who don't know, a dropper is programmed to spit out one of its items at a random interval whenever it receives redstone power. So, whenever a 64 stackable item is popped out, it'll go into this hopper and go right back in, but not before this comparator picks up a signal and carries it all the way through. By the way, up in these 2 blocks going down are rather superfluous. I just put these in here to display when each option goes through. So that's what happens when a 64 stackable item goes through. When a non-stackable item goes through, the same process happens wherein it'll go from a dropper into the hopper right back into that same dropper. But instead of flowing all the way through here, what it'll do is, since a non-stackable item in a hopper gives a signal strength of 3, it'll go into here, power this entire line, and lock this repeater before this signal can travel, while at the same time allowing the signal to travel over here. Now, moving over here, if a 16 stackable item goes through, what'll happen is the item will go from the dropper into the hopper and be sucked down into this item sorter, the standard model. Just about everyone should be familiar with it by now. And that will also lock the repeater over here, because even that short time will be enough for this comparator to draw a signal. And then it'll go down through this chain and eventually wind up in this dropper, and we have this rather simplistic dropper item elevator to bring it back up to the original dropper. So, this is it in action right here. As you can see, that's the non-stackable option right there. There's the 16 stackable and the item elevator at work. There it is again, and there it is. There's the 64 stackable. So, now with that demonstration of how it works, I'm going to show you guys how to build this thing. And for the record, I primarily see this being used in like minigames, things like that. Like, if you attach a 2-output randomizer onto the end of each of these options, you essentially have Russian roulette right there. But anyway guys, that's enough of me rambling. I'm now going to jump into the building tutorial. So to start things off, you're going to want to clear out an area that's 7 across, 7 deep, and 5 tall. Alongside that, you're also going to want to gather up the following materials. You're going to need 29 blocks, 13 pieces of redstone dust, 8 repeaters, 3 comparators, 3 droppers, 3 hoppers, and 1 redstone torch. Additionally, you're going to want 1 non-stackable item, 7 16 stackable items, and 1 64 stackable items. I'm just going to take a bit here to transfer all of this stuff into my inventory, and then we can get going. So, with that out of the way, you're going to want to go 4 deep and 2 across, and place your first block there. Then a temporary block right here, creating this plus pattern. Break the temporary block, place another block right there, repeater right there, redstone dust, comparator, and redstone torch, and there is your item sorter right there. Now you're going to want to place a block on this side of the redstone torch, and then come down here, make sure you're in sneak, and then place 2 droppers facing upward. Then what you're going to want to do is break that temporary block, come over here, sneak, go like that, and place a hopper there. Then place a temporary block, then another block right there. You can go out of sneak now. And then place another block right there. Another hopper, sorry. And then what you're going to want to do... Oh, I just removed that block because I'm an idiot. Place it right there again. And then what you're going to want to do is go up here, sneak, and place the final dropper facing like this, and the final hopper facing into the dropper. And there's that all taken care of. Then what you're going to want to do is go here and build out like so. Then another temporary block here, build out like that, break the temporary block, and then we do it again with rounding this corner, break the block, and then build like so. Then comparator right here, redstone repeater 2 ticks, repeater also set it to 2 ticks, and then redstone dust like this. And then over here you're going to want a comparator, and then build out like so, redstone dust, and then a redstone repeater set to 4 ticks. Then you build out here, and this block is temporary, so you can build up like that, and so once you're done, just remove it. So repeater here, and repeater here, and then the rest of this is just redstone dust. And to wrap things up, you're going to want to put a block here, and a repeater, then a temporary block like so, and another temporary block so you can build up this little staircase. And then you're going to want to put redstone dust all along here, and then a repeater. And that is the whole mechanism itself taken care of. Then you're going to want to put your non-stackable item, your 64 stackable item, and then one of your 16 stackable items in here. Then what you're going to want to do is fill up the item sorter, which will use up the last of these items. So put 5 in this middle hopper right here, and you'll see the comparators drawing a signal. And then you want to come down here and place the final item in this hopper. And that is this entire mechanism all done and dusted. So I hope you enjoyed this redstone video. I hope to be coming out with a bunch more in the following weeks. But anyway guys, that's all she wrote. My name is JPGR Rocks. Farewell from Minnesota, and I will see you next time.